Alright guys, good luck. 5-minute heat. Guys.
Marshall's on station, please.
Here we go for the finals. We've got the final 6 out there racing now, so this is it. 5-minute heats.
So it is an Alpha Fest out there. All 6 cars are Alphas.
Didn't notice that.
So, yep. What is nice to see is there is only one local guy in the final.
Okay, yep. Anthony, that
So
would be.
Anthony's there, which is good because you've got WA out there, you've got Melbourne out there, you've got South Australia
Sydney.
out there, Sydney.
Yep.
And that to me shows we're holding an event that is fair. You've got
It's truly a national
guys
event.
that have never raced on the track coming down here in the finals. So there's nice to see such a great mix out there. It's you're almost racing for your each individual club. The way it's split up out there.
We've got Anthony hitting a 7.7 up early. They're all up there though. It's going to be close. That's certainly a good time to start off with a 7.791 in a green lane. It's good to start off in your hard lane and actually get some good times up. So
he doesn't say much when you talk to him, so that you could sort of look at him and you can see he was relaxed, which I've got a feeling he's feeling quite confident that he's happy with his car.
Nick's just pushing through with a 7.81.
Yeah, Nick was just saying he really did not even expect to get through to even the semis after practicing he was doing yesterday. So he's over the moon with himself and his performance. I'll do the same, I think.
Certainly not much in it there between Nick and Anthony.
No, they're just swapping around.
One mistake and Eric will take both of them. It's that
Yeah,
close.
yeah, that's it. 10 seconds difference between first and last position. It's not a lot. It's only one off and it changes it right round.
Anthony's back up, although Nick did drop there.
Yeah, so it looks like 10 seconds of lap time will come up, isn't it? You don't always see it from up here.
They're all pretty close there now, aren't they?
Yeah, look at that. You got 4 of them there into the 7s.
Yeah. Peter and Dave just hitting 8-0, so nothing.
Yeah, for every single one of them racing well. And that's the reason they're in there. Nothing in it between Anthony and Nick. Absolutely nothing in it.
1 minute to go out of the 5-minute heat.
Nick is really keeping the pressure on Anthony. So these guys now fighting for podium positions. that was off then? Nick, I think.
Yeah. Purple lane. It was.
He's
dropped it.
Luckily, it weren't. Luckily, the marshal was pretty quick at putting him back on, so he didn't lose his position. Just lost his gap a little bit there on Anthony.
Last 7 seconds.
And there we go.
It's a solid start by Anthony in that green lane, followed by Nick, Eric, Sol, Peter and Dave. That's really solid start.
It's good racing. Look at that, how close that, 37, 36, 36, 36, 35 and 35. There's not a lot in that.
Dave C on green, Peter W on orange, Anthony on red, Eric H on yellow, Saul on purple, and Nick on blue.
So now, pressure on these guys, just give the tyres clean, get them back on the track. You know, we don't have a long gap in between heats, but some say it's an advantage that keeps the tyres nice and warm, they're not getting too cold. Others say, oh, I'd like more time to work on the cars, but keep it moving is what I think. Tyre clean, get them back on the tracks. Not really picking up any dirt off the track now anyway. Some non-stop cars going around for the last 6 hours.
You didn't order a hamburger, did you?
Want to have a burger?
Nope. Should have given him a buzzer. Kane getting his burger delivered. In-house joke that he's banned from having a buzzer because he never answers them anyway.
Heat 2 of 6.
Here we go. Who's through the line first? Anthony, followed by Eric, Peter, Dave, Sol, and Nick. Who's that?
Cut the cars off.
Sol
In
and
blue
Nick.
and purple.
Yeah, Sol and Nick.
Sol again. It's not going to be good for him. It's a good lane too.
Yeah, purple should be a good lane. He's probably just pushing that bit hard. And he's going to be wanting that podium spot. And he's done well every single year at this event. So. Oh, and again, use that one.
Same again. Same corner.
Yeah.
Eric's pushed a 7.8 this time round. Anthony's best is a 7.90.
Look at that, 7. Eric there just taking this 7, 8, 9, 8. Yeah, not a lot in them. Nick's got some 7, 9s there as well. Can't afford them off.
Oh, that's a biggie. Eric. It's going to hurt. Anthony's staying out of trouble on this one too.
Yeah, it really looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's pushed out a decent half-track gap. Peter's jumped above Eric now.
Keeping your composure as well, because the pressure is really on in this final now. You know, you've gone all the way through. You know, you just, you just got to try and not let that pressure get to you. through. Anthony out there in front with a 4.6 second lead over Eric. So struggling to pull this one back. And slowly closing the gap on Dave. Anthony keeping that distance on Eric there, 4.5 seconds.
Anthony's laps have just picked up into the 7s. That last one 8.0, but he's very consistent out there now. He's got into a good rhythm. He's found that gap in the track too, where there's not a lot of cars around him, so he's
it's
staying out of trouble.
Yeah. So looks like he's just taking over there, yep, from Dave, so working his way back up.
How's the throat? I don't think I've spoken so much in a long time. I don't think I've sat down for so long.
Anthony's consistent, keeping that 4.5 second gap.
And just had an off Dave in green. Yeah.
And then what was that then? What was bit of a jump there.
Oh, car got knocked in there,
Like,
yeah.
Eric had an issue there because he went to Anthony.
Yeah, he got knocked off
9
then.
second laps or something as well, yeah.
Still got a good margin though.
Yeah,
Takes
yeah.
the heat out, but only
I
just.
think Eric and Anthony must have both come off then because the gap didn't change and
15 seconds. Problem getting back up into the traffic, you get ahead and then catch the traffic and you risk passing. Anthony take a gap of 5 seconds on Eric there, so it's a good win for that heat.
Got a good lap on everyone there now. Anthony, Nick, Eric. Not a lot between Nick and Eric.
Yeah, it's only going to take a couple of offs and you'll drop
Saul
back a bit.
still up there, that's good, and he's on there. So, Peter and Dave. Like I say, just needs one off. Slight delay with the marshalling.
Yeah.
Won't take much. I think they might go and grab one more coffee, Brad. Do you want one?
Yeah, it might be enough to get me home. I washed the cups, they're down there. There's the other ones were down. Heat 3 of 6. Oh yes, yeah, that's a massive 3 cars. They went a fair way into the race actually, side by side, but yeah, tight corner towards that right hand side of the track. Good start by Nick, Sol, followed by Eric, Anthony, Dave and Peter. Nick out in yellow doing well. He's pulled a decent gap to Eric. Both hitting the same sort of best lap times of 7/8. There's not much in that. Three and a half minutes to go. We still have Nick out in front, followed by Eric, Anthony, Dave, Sol and Peter. And Nick's doing well in this heat.
It's not easy getting up that ladder with 2 cups here.
Nick's pushed a good lead out to Eric. Anthony had an off early, but he's catching up in third, followed by Dave, Sol and Peter.
It's going to be so tight at the top.
Yeah, after this heat gets us to halfway, so it'll be interesting to see where it's all going. Anthony's jumped ahead of Eric now. All the times at the top, all 7/8, 7/8, 7/8, followed by 7/9, then another 7/8. So it's very, very close.
I was forgetting it was Friday. Burger Van's open till 7.
Oh, I think.
Going to be no one here, but Burger Van's open till 7. So, any guys from the public? Local guys? Burger's open till 7.
Eric's jumped ahead of Anthony, both on the same lap now, so not much in it at all. Anthony's jumped ahead of Nick and Eric jumped to the lead, so it was Nick that had an off in that corner.
I went there on the on one of the course, slot car heaven, where all the seniors go. And, I was half expecting the next line. I couldn't see it was where we were going to say all the seniors go to die, but it didn't say that. It just said where all the seniors go. Eric's got a bit of a lead over that. Who was that? Was up?
Anthony just had an off, didn't he?
Anthony again. No.
He must have just missed that. Someone had an off in front of him. That's what it was. Yeah, it was close.
Well, Anthony's got the lead.
This is a big push. If he finishes in front here and finishes the third heat, gaining a lap or two, that's a pretty big lead.
Not much there. There's only a half a second gap between him and Nick. It's great to see the smile on some of the guys' faces when you talk to them that didn't expect to do as well as they've done. You know, talking to Dave before, he was actually shaking that he was through to the finals, and so good on him.
Last 10 seconds to go. We've got Anthony in front, followed by Nick, Eric, Sol, Dave and Peter.
Probably need to do a little bit more of that live camera tomorrow if we can. Walk around and talk to people.
That'll be a good chance to now have a look at the leaderboard again. This is
Yep. Someone up there at the last minute made no difference to the result. Ooh, still tight.
yeah, not much changed really. It's holding at 1.5 laps.
A lot. It's not even.
Yeah, it's not it's one of a fraction.
1.1. Jeez.
That was a tough race for him, but he did manage to finish ahead. So.
Nick and Eric, look how close they are.
Wow.
No, it's nice. Nice tight racing. You know, some racing is good when it's tight. When there's massive gaps between the people, it's just not quite the same.
I've lost plenty of races by 1 lap, let me tell you.
We had one race here where it's showing the 3 decimal places. When the race ended and the 3 decimal places were the same, we have to go into the system to find the 4th decimal place to find out exactly how much they'd won by.
Alright, E4 of 6. E4 of 6.
Andrew Elliott's there, helping shout everything out. He's been a good help today with he was not racing in this race, so he's been helping out with the scrutineering. So tomorrow we're going to have some of the other guys help scrutineer so that we know it's keeping it fair. So we'll get some of the other guys from other states helping and just double checking cars as well. And then we don't want the local guys doing the scrutineering.
So we got heat 4 of 6.
Ooh, coming off there under the bridge.
Anthony's in a good start there. He came around the corner very quickly and kept the
I think
lead down the
off
straight.
again under the bridge. That's who it was. And not pushed right on the start.
Patience.
Yeah.
Eric and Green's come up as well, so it's pretty impressive. The 2 hardest lanes and the guys are in front.
Yeah. Anthony's dropped down another one.
There's the 2 guys chasing him too, Eric and Nick. So
It is, isn't it? It's looking like those 3 are going to really no idea who's going to end up on the top with those 3. And they jump back one again. Quite interesting when you're doing the commentating here. We've got the live race, which you can see as live race with a time, and then we have another screen which is the what we're using the system for doing the live streaming, which has a few seconds delay, and then we have what you guys are seeing on YouTube, which has a few seconds delay on that, and it's like 3 different time sessions.
On yellow, who is that?
Sol on yellow.
He's probably had more offs in this final than he has all day.
Another one off there, I don't know who that was. Purple, was it?
Yeah, it looks like it was. Dave.
So Anthony's got the lead over there on Eric again. Well, not by much.
No.
Only 0.16 seconds.
3 minutes to go in heat 4.
The top 4 positions there are pretty tight. What is it, 1.8 seconds between the top 4?
Yeah.
Eric's got that lead over Anthony again.
Sol was 778 in the yellow lane. He's pushing to get back up there.
He's fast. He's just got a couple of mistakes and. But really, he knows he's got to push if he wants to spot on that podium.
Yeah, the other guys are just ahead at the moment.
You know, he's had them few offs now, and now he's got nothing to lose by pushing, really, because he hasn't got a choice to get on that podium. Because, you know, Eric, Nancy, and Nick, they're not really, and Pete, they're not making many mistakes.
Very clean heat, this one, very clean.
Eric and Anthony have crossed I don't know how many times in this one.
Yeah, to see the scope on that one, the graph would be quite interesting actually. We have to have a look at that.
We'll bring that up before the end.
Minute and a half to go. Yeah, look at that. There it is, yeah.
So if you look at blue and orange there, how many times have they crossed each other as well? And then you've got
the green
blue
line.
and green that are crossing as well. So yeah, interesting there on where they're at. So Nick's just took the lead.
Wow, that's
Anthony and Eric both had a off together.
Clipped in side by
They
side.
clipped each other.
Well, they're at the other side of the track, so that'd be interesting.
yeah, they're on opposite ends, aren't they? They both came
They
up
had
at the
their
same
touch,
time.
those pushed each other, I think.
Well, one shot across and
took her out.
sideswiped the other one.
That's certainly going to throw a curveball into the stats there.
Yeah.
See how that ends up.
WA guys are still in there, Michael.
Talk about no crashes, they're all happening now.
Now we've got Nick there holding it together for the WA guys at the moment.
Anthony just jumped up. Sol's jumped up. Anthony's jumped up. Sol's on top. Where did that come from?
What a change. So we'll be happy with that. He needed a good finish and needed the other guys to knock down a little bit. So.
That's it for the heat. Wow.
Well done, guys. Good race all right.
Scroll up and where we're at. So Anthony's still just holding that position there. Just over a lap. But look at Nick and Eric, they're still side by side, and Saul is really catching them as well. No.
2 to go.
2 to go.
Wow.
Still could be anyone's own.
Yeah.
And it's not even can be someone else, not even through your own fault, can knock you off, and depending on where it is on the track as well, how quickly the marshals can get to it.
So who's on what? We've got Nick on green, Sol on orange, Eric on red, Anthony on yellow, Peter on purple, and Dave on blue.
A little bit harder lane there for Nick on green.
Yeah, Anthony, he'd be a specialist in yellow. Eric would be no problem for him, and Sol in orange. So yeah, it's those 3 guys. Nick's the one that's disadvantaged maybe in this heat.
On green, not being familiar with the track and being on green lane.
20 seconds.
Look at that. 20 seconds on the track, 23 on the system, and 27. So about 7 seconds delay in total. A bit more.
Countdown.
Here we go. Heat 5 of 6. Well,
Early on.
off there.
Eric.
Anthony taking an early lead. Nick close behind.
Yeah, that is close. And he's in the green lane, so he's proved us wrong. He's got it hooked up.
He can drive. A guy can drive.
Oh, there's a blue lane error.
Save.
coming down to the 7s.
They're all pushing hard now.
What happened to Nick? Must have had an off there.
Yeah.
That hurt. It didn't take much, did it? One little off. It was a fraction off. Eric with a 7-8. Anthony's just got into that window part of the track where he's got the space around him, less chance of getting knocked off.
Yeah, that's it. Safe spot. The trouble is when you're going quick and you start catching up, you start looking at the pack in front, and then you're getting close and you think, oh.
Yeah, you got to pass someone.
Yeah, you got to pass them, and then when you're up behind them, they start pushing that bit harder as well. And yeah, and the next thing you've got a parked car in your lane.
He's got the straight gap now.
Sol holding it together nicely in this one.
Yeah, just might see him jump a little bit. He's going to be really close to the back of Nick and Eric after this.
Yeah, it certainly is. Not one of Nick's best ones. Still a couple of minutes to go, so Nick can work his way up.
That's Eric jumping up, so he's 7.82. 7.832. Yeah.
Good lap. Now, one of the guys that came to the race today, and he's never raced before, not in a club race, nothing. He's got a track at home, but he's never actually been in a slot car race event. And he didn't get through to the semis or anything, but he came up to me before and he says, "You know something?" He said, "I think that's the best $30 I've ever spent." He had a ball of a day. Yeah. And that's, he didn't get a high position, but he just thoroughly enjoyed the day.
Where can you go and spend $30 and have a day's worth of activity? Draws off there. Purple.
Yeah, it's like it.
Peter. Anthony's put himself in a comfortable position going into the last two. He finishes here. Just the slight gap he needed. And be going into one of the middle lanes as well, so it's a good way to finish.
You got a nick with it off then, I agree.
Looking at Anthony's times, he's just calmed it down a little bit. He's just backed a fraction.
I thought he'd actually backed off a bit.
Just that little bit.
It's like
to be
just,
safe.
I'm in a good position. I just don't need any offs.
Yeah, definitely.
He does actually look like he's time
The
to
last
slow
4 laps are just in
here we go. Ooh. Yes, he's got a couple of lap leads. He just needs to keep it up neat, doesn't he?
Clean will do it. Sol, Nick.
Sol and Nick are going to battle for this next one.
Yeah.
That's not much in that at all. What's that? 300s, 400ths of a second?
Yeah, one mistake, and that's either way.
I should say.
Eric's slightly improving each time he's jumped. So, yeah, he's come back.
Wow. Yeah, I know. I don't want to put Pete and Dave down, but they'd need to do a lot to get up there now onto the podium. It's looking like them top 4 one of the top 4 that are going through to the second and third.
Yeah, looking at the best lap times there, the top 4 are just a tenth ahead.
Yeah. So this is day 1 of 3. 2 more days of this. Might have to bring some lozenges tomorrow. Here we go.
Good luck, fellas.
Someone got a slow start there. I don't know what that was. David, was it? What are they? Wow, that's a solid start of 7-8. Jeez, that's good. Salt's right up there though, he's not far off him, but that was a
Well,
solid
Saul's
start.
going to be fighting for that podium position now. I think
Nick, he's had a
Saul
slow
and
start.
Nick in it. That's
Wow.
yeah, that's wow.
Nick's in a little bit of trouble if he finishes where he is, so he's going to have to get up. Hold on to third spot.
Yeah, he has. Saul's not going to let it go easily, that's for sure.
No, he's in a hard lane, that green lane again.
He's
but
doing well.
Yeah, he's right
actually
up there.
seems to be doing pretty good in green before. In the semis, he did really
working
well
for
in
him,
green.
yeah. Wow. Anthony's pushing hard. He's certainly
He's still keeping into the sevens, isn't he? He's not
pushing at the
backing
moment.
off.
Yeah. He's obviously not feeling comfortable yet. He's in that nice window where he's got space around him again, so he's good, but he's catching some of the back markers, which maybe Nick there is starting to come up behind him. Yeah, he's right up Nick. Just got to be careful here, 'cause if he overtakes him and gets knocked off, that change things big time. So he might be better just to sit on his tail. He's got good
Eric's
pace
not
now.
that far behind him, no. 1.6 seconds behind. It's not a lot.
Yeah, Anthony is cautious. I can see he's down the straight. He didn't gain any. He's just sitting with him. Chance now. He's playing really cautious. He's smart racing. He's dropped back that pace a little. He's playing safe. Yeah, sitting right on his tail.
And he's probably looking to see how far Eric is. Who's that one? Sol? Is it Sol? Yeah. I think so. Oh, was it Dave? Norman Dave. Dave dropped down, but I thought Sol did as well. There was definitely an increase in the lap time on Sol, but he could have just slowed to prevent hitting the car.
He's got around, so he's in a comfortable spot now.
Yeah.
He's been good.
He's
been
pushing
good.
hard.
Yeah.
He's a good racer as well. No, all these guys in the final six are all good racers, obviously, for getting up there.
Nick, as you said, he's going to be close. You might have to drop to the other screen.
If Nick and the guys are coming back again next year, which they're talking of doing, he's definitely going to be one to watch, isn't he? Because more experience on the track.
Soul just jumped him. Soul jumped Nick there. No, they're back again. Gee, that's swapping around, that, isn't it?
Oh, and again.
Yeah,
40 seconds to go.
Oh my God, look at that.
That could be anyone's. So we are seeing the final results there on the screen at the moment with Anthony 2:16, 2:14, 2:12, 2:12. So Nick swap. Who's going to get that third position on the podium?
That's crazy. That is super crazy. Look at that.
I wonder if these guys know how tight it is when they're actually getting a chance to look up at the screen, when they actually realise what's happening.
You won't know.
There's no way I could take my eye off the car.
Nick, oh my God.
Heat over, who's it going to be?
Oh wow.
Oh, Nick got it by nothing. So Anthony, Eric, Nick, Saul, Peter and Dave, what a result. I'll go and see the guys.
Awesome racing. Well done, guys. That was definitely a finish there and fight for the third position. All the way through.
Good job, Anthony.
Awesome racing from everyone today. Give me a minute and I will be back next. Alright. Well, you did alright, man. You might say
Alright, so now guys, I'm going to try and bring in the camera that we had on before. We'll have a look if I can bring this in. So let's have a look if I can get that on. AW9. Okay, so let's see if I can bring this in. So I'm just trying to bring the mobile camera in so I can have a get you down on the floor with the guys. Alright. Alright, I think I've got you live again, so I'm going to get someone to take over this camera if I can.
Last finals car, please, in the park firm.
everyone that's raced. I think it's been pretty good racing all day, and nice to see a great mix in that final. It weren't just all one thing. I think we basically nearly had someone from every state against each other there in the final, so that was great to see. But we have got a first, second, and third place. Now I know we normally start from third to first with the trophy, but I'm going to do it the opposite way around now. I've got a reason for that. So first position is basically through to Anthony, so well done. And basically, first position, got a choice in the cars, and that's why I did first. Because I did stuff that up last year, you the first choice.
Let's have a little look at something.
You going with? Yep. Going with the BMW?
Yeah.
That's what you got. Grab your trophy, man.
Alright,
Grab your trophy.
we're going to do a photo with
I can't see you even from
something like that. It's like
Alright. So, second position. Eric. Yeah. Well done. Well done, guys. And Nick, first time on the track. Well done. Thank you to everyone, and thank you to obviously to VRM and RevoSlot for helping us put this event on every time, and Andrew from Lehman Hobbies. So, but more than anything, you guys have made it a good day. So appreciate you all coming all this way. We've got 2 more days of racing. Let's do it all again tomorrow. So 8 o'clock again tomorrow morning. Different track, same old thing. All right, thanks guys.